Hey everybody, what is up? It's Devin LaVore coming at you. And of course, before I get into everything I'm going to be sharing in this video, I just want to say thank you to all of those who continue to support us, hoping against hope and just sticking with us to the end until all through everything that God's doing. Huge thank you. And we are still support based at this point, so if you would like to give, the Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal links are below. And just click any one of those links and feel free to give as you feel led, okay? But today is going to be super cool because I felt like the Lord gave me this word, and it's funny how we receive words from the Lord, at least how I do, because it'll just, words from God a lot of times for me can be just like these little pop-ups, these little pop-up ads in my spirit, you know? And so we were doing our God time tonight, and Michelle was praying, and she said something about the levels of elevation, right? And right in that moment, I just felt like the Lord took a snapshot of that levels of L. And I was like, whoa, what are you talking about? And I felt like the Lord was saying, like, I am going to show you the levels of L. I'm going to demonstrate these different aspects of my character, and you're going to see it, and my people are going to see it. People are going to see these different aspects of L, okay? And I knew, I was like, oh man, and I was like, babe, you got to look up the L's. What are all the L's of God? You know, Elohim, El Elyon, and all these different things. And so I wanted to read those to you guys and just share with you and stir up your faith, stoke your faith to believe, like, this is what God's getting ready to do. He's getting ready to show himself strong on behalf of those whose hearts are blameless toward him. 2 Chronicles 16:9, right? And I don't have like details regarding like what this is going to look like. I feel like it's just a general overview kind of word. It's almost like when you're getting ready to go into a college or something like that. They give you a general overview of what's getting ready to happen, and then you got to start walking that out on a day-to-day basis by the work you do or whatever it is you're going to be doing, you know. But check these out. Just listen to these L's, okay? So you've got the basic, like, L, you know what I mean? Which means might, strength, or power. So we're getting ready to see the might, the strength, and the power of the Lord. That's what the L is. And then there's El Echad, which is the one God. We're going to see God as like the one, the only one, you know? The valleys are going to be raised up. The mountains are going to be brought low, right? And we're going to realize that he is the only one, you know? And then I'm not going to read off all the L's because I'll probably not pronounce them correctly. But just know that there is an L something attached to this name, right? So there's the one God. There's the faithful God. The God of truth. The righteous God. The all-sufficient God. That's El Shaddai. Everyone knows that one, right? El Shaddai. However you might say it. Then there's the Most High God. That's the El Elyon. Then there's the Everlasting God. The God who sees me. There's the Mighty God. The God of knowledge. The Great God. The God of glory. The Holy God. The God of the heavens. The God of my life. Wow, that's an L in there, and it's like the God of my life, Psalm 42:8. That's how it's L. Yeah, see, that's one of those things I'll mispronounce if I try to L it, you know. The gracious God, the God of Israel, the God of my strength, the God of patience and consolation. That's crazy. That's in Romans 15 verse 5. But also Isaiah 57:18. The God of compassion, all merciful God. All of these have L's and then something, something, something after it. The God of my salvation, the God of our salvation, the jealous God. This is crazy. And then God with us. Oh, that's got the L at the end. Emmanuel, God with us. Then there's the awesome God. And that was just a few of them, from this particular website I got. But I just thought, like, wow, it's like a double rainbow, and every color is an L. It's a name of God that he's going to show, he's going to demonstrate, because we can hear about all these things about God and read it in the scripture and believe it and have faith in it. But we can sing about it, read books about it, and hear people teach about it. But when it begins to become something you're experiencing in your life, it just takes on a deep, rich, vibrant, personal meaning. For us, we know God is El Shaddai. We know he's our all-sufficient one, because living the life we live, it's either God or it isn't. And no, he's not flooding us with tons of money or tons of provision, because you don't need that when you're in a wilderness setting. Maybe when you're transitioning out. I don't know when the Lord's going to do that. But ultimately, we know that God is the comforter in our situation. And then there's all the Jehovahs, right? The I am, I am your healer. Jehovah Nisi, Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Rapha, Jehovah Shalom, Jehovah, what I'm saying? There's all of those. And it's like, God's like, whoa, I feel like the Lord's like, I'm getting ready to peacock myself, okay? I'm just getting ready to show people some stuff. And they're going to see all these different levels of who I am. And there's just going to be rainbows of revelation that come out of God's heart. And then as you begin to experience God in these ways, it is going to bring an elevation. It's going to lift you out of depression. It's going to lift you out of anxiety. It's going to lift you up out of something. Every time someone received a miracle from Jesus, it lifted them up out of where they were at, but it also lifted up their eyes to see who he really is. And he was not the God who forgets them, the God who forsakes them, the God who doesn't care about them because they're just a little speck of a number of nothing in a corner somewhere that no one knows about. God's like, oh, I'm gonna go to that speck and I'm gonna bless that speck. You know what I'm saying? And so the Lord I do believe that we're in the place right now in time where we're getting ready to see that. I know there's a lot of other prophetic things going on out there, and God's got a lot to say. Okay, he's got a lot, but it's like a lot. God will take his word and he will weave it together, and you can see a big picture of what he's doing. And I just feel like that is what we're getting ready to see. And we really took it personally for ourselves because the Lord made us to do that. But then he also said, now let's share it with everyone. The Lord's like, there's your video for tonight, buddy. That's it right there. And I was like, wow, that's amazing. So we took it very personally about this is what we're getting ready. This is how God's getting ready to demonstrate himself in our lives. So take it for yourself. Take it to the Lord. Be like, Lord, is this for me? I believe it is. Just from my heart to yours, it is definitely for you. I believe the Lord's saying, I'm getting ready to show this to the nation in a sense of like, I'm going to feed the 5,000, not including women and children. I'm going to feed everybody. I'm going to do this one miracle. It's going to feed everybody. And everyone's going to look at me and be like, whoa, awe and wonder. That's something that Michelle's been feeling for the past, either tonight and yesterday or just the last little while. Just awe and wonder keeps coming to her. And I believe this is the avenue that we're going to experience that awe and wonder, is God is going to elevate our bodies, our souls, our spirits, our lives by revealing himself. And that means demonstration. That means a demonstration. Someone out there is going to get healed. A lot of someone's out there are going to get healed, and you're going to see that God is the healer and he cares about you and he sees you. There's going to be a rainbow of revelation that comes to you, and it's going to elevate your heart out of where you're at, and your body's going to be healed. Your heart's going to be healed. Your emotions are going to be healed. Your memories are going to be healed. Your mind is going to be healed. Your past is going to be redeemed through the way God heals you, the inner healing that he brings to your life. there's going to be financial elevations. The Spirit of God is saying right now, there's going to be financial elevations. And you guys, for those of you who know us, you know that would really be the thing for us. That's going to bless us. But God's like, there's going to be that. But that financial elevation is going to then elevate your heart to see that God for who he is. Even for those who are staunchly faithful, who are just like, I will not leave you, Lord, no matter what. Rain, snow, whatever it is, famine, hunger, it don't matter what it is. I am still going to be faithful to you. I'm still going to praise you. I might be hungry and upset and hangry from time to time, but I'm still coming after you. Even those people are going to see the Lord. The Lord says even those people are going to be elevated by what I'm going to do in their life, and they're going to see me even more. Ooh, me seeing like the Lord, like these people seeing the Lord in that way is going to be a reward for them. It's going to elevate them. So see, there's going to be the elevation of El. And so God's going to use his character. He's going to demonstrate who he is, and it's going to elevate us. Why? Because he's going to be lifted up. And Jesus said, if I be lifted up, I will draw all men to myself. How much more those who already know him will be drawn even more into his presence. Like Lazarus, Mary and Martha, they were friends of the Lord, meaning they weren't always clamoring at him to get something. If you got a rich friend and you're constantly around the rich friend asking him for money, you probably don't have a rich friend, because eventually they'd be like, no, that's all you want from me, and so they were like friends of the Lord. And so when he came and resurrected Lazarus, their view and understanding of him through the miraculous, crazy, who's heard of such a thing, snow in Florida and Texas type of thing that's going on. It's like, who's heard of, like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. They even their friendship and relationship with the Lord went to a whole nother level, and all the people around who saw it went to a whole nother level. So get ready to go to levels, elevations, from L to L to L to L. El Shaddai to El Elyon to L other things that I can't mention because I'll mess them up, but I just pray that you would receive that. And I just believe that the Lord's getting ready to do some really, really, really amazing things, and he's already showing springing up signs of what's coming. I can't get into that, but let's just take that for now, okay? And I hope you guys were blessed by it. So until tomorrow, see you later.